Hey boo, I hope y'all can see me okay. Is that? Oh, that's the stick for the plant. I hope y'all can see this. Alright, cause okay, perfect. So welcome to tonight's episode of Overcoming Addictions or tonight's session. Um my name is Tisa. I'm an alcoholic. so today, so I got this big old elephant plant here because it's gonna remind me to stay calm. Anyway, this episode is gonna be kind of short because, first of all, I need to get my tired ass in the tub. I got a bath waiting on me right now. I had went to the gym. I'm proud of myself because I started my tour days today, right? Because I got so pissed off. I was so pissed off. Shit, my little bald headed hairs was on fire. but yeah, like y'all, if y'all watched last night's episode, it was very emotional. I was very upset, and so I woke up very upset. I didn't sleep well, and like I did my morning routine. I went to the gym. I came back, I got dressed, I was still pissed the entire fuck off. So like this morning I wanted to drink. I wanted to be a fucking I don't want to say what I really want to be, but I really wanted to be a Henny and my mimosa drunk ass bitch this morning. Like, I really was triggered by my anger, and like, um, mainly because like what you know is surrounding a bad memory or a bad experience, and so it's like when you have memories come up, it's kind of like sometimes you relive them all over again. Like the scenario torments you all over again. And it's just like, it be fucked up because as much as you think you've grown, you know what I mean? It's like a reminder that either you haven't or you still got some growing to do. You still got some healing to do. And then that in itself be a whole nother slap in the face. Hey boo, welcome. Make sure y'all like this video as y'all slide in, slide out. But and share this, just in case it can help somebody overcome, you know, their overcome their habits. And so I was like really mad. Like I had to work this morning. Like I could not shake my mood. I could not shake my anger. And like Monday is very busy for my job. Like it's all businesses, you know what I'm saying? It's the start of the week. Uh, and on my first call, like I was like in tears, trying to like fight back my tears. And um, the reason why I said anger and divine intervention because I didn't have the time and space to be able to do whatever the fuck it is I needed to do to be able to get this off me. And like the thing that I was mad about, I've journaled about this, like I've had explosive moments about it, Um, I done tore shit up. I tore up my house one day. I'll never forget that I was so mad. I think I broke all the fucking plates in the house because I ain't want them no way. But I broke all the fucking plates. I'm telling you, that shit sounded like bombs. And I had a roommate at the time. This shit was so funny. My roommate came out and then backed out like on Family Guy because he realized I was breaking shit. That shit was funny as hell. Like it's funny now, but I was pissed, and we was still finding like fucking glass shards and plates and shit for like weeks. But I've had, like I've done a lot of work to like try to overcome it. So like this morning I was just broken all over again. And so my first call, like I'm supposed to be I told y'all I'm in customer service. Like I'm supposed to be the one, providing this excellent service, being like, I have, um, like, I just got like a certain standard that I like to uphold myself to when providing service. Like, I'm very intentional about my work, and I'm very passionate about it, no matter how people think it's nothing, but like being like the first line of contact for a business or anything, like being a front runner is, it's important that you represent yourself well. Sorry, y'all heard something. I'm like, hold on now. Thought I was gonna have to. Maybe that's my neighbors. But so yeah, like my first call, my customer was the most pleasant person I had talked to. They were very, very pleasant. It had caught me off guard. And it was kind of like being met with my own energy, like how I would be. And uh, they could tell, like in my voice, something was going on, a little something. And I was just very appreciative of the interaction I had. And it completely reset my mood. And I was just so thankful for that because it cleared my mind, you know. Um, and even like when the thoughts started to stir up a little bit, like this person left such a positive impression on me, um, like left me with such a positive experience that when the stuff came back up, it didn't bother me as much. And I just was really anger for me, like is I think anger for most people is very motivational. I don't know about, well, for me it's very motivational. Like I be wanting to get active and get busy and get some, like I be ready to build a fucking house or some shit like that, like I be mad as hell. Like but anger is one of my most constructive energies, and as long as I can, hone it in and like wield it properly, like so I try to make sure um, to take advantage of my anger, because if I don't, like it's such a strong energy, like my body be hurting, my chest be hurting, and like I'm not like I don't have hypertension or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Arteries good. I don't got nothing like that. Like I wouldn't give myself a heart attack, but it's debilitating if I can't release it because it's just heavy. And I don't know. So again, I was really, really thankful for that. And I just the day I don't know how the day would have went if that's not how my first call went. Um, it could have easily went, a completely different way. And like this is a day like I can't take off work, because I got like goals and shit. So I'm like, shit, I'm not messing up all this overtime I done did. That's the other thing, like, you know, um, your emotions can really cause you to be impulsive or cause things to sway. And what if I could have got me a mimosa this morning, I even found that because I found non-alcoholic wine, and I actually like this non-alcoholic champagne. It's very comparable. I was like, but I don't like the way it make me feel because it's juice, so it's all sugar. So like the way my body responds to like too much sugar is the same way it responds to like when I've had too much alcohol, and I don't like the way that makes me feel because it's like it make me sick. Be having my heart pumping all fast and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I really feel like it make me have high blood pressure because I'm like, nigga, is my hand swollen? But like, yeah, I just don't. And headaches, like I don't like the way it make me feel. So I found that to be counterproductive, because then it just made me actually want a real drink, you know. But yeah, so I'm very thankful for like how the universe works, because again, my day could have went completely different, like based on my first interaction this morning, you know, and also based on where my mood was at, where my mind was, because in that moment, like I didn't feel like I had much control, and I did everything that I felt like, you know, I could have done or should have done to be able to release those emotions, you know, and it just wasn't working. Um, and it's like top of the morning, and also like I just, I'm not, I'm not like in that same space like when it comes to friendships to where I necessarily want to like cry over some shit with somebody. I instantly was like, I need to book an appointment with my therapist ASAP. And I hadn't been to therapy in like over a month because I was looking for a new therapist, and then I kind of like got sidetracked. So that's something I need to do. But like, and then journaling. And I just like, I'm not even completely unpacked in this house or in my place or whatever. Like, I still gotta get like my journals and all that shit back out. So the anger did propel me to make sure I stayed on top of my goal for this week was starting my 2 days. I did that shit, knocked that shit out the park. Fuck, arms feel like noodles right now. I can barely lift these joints up. So, and and sometimes it takes me for me to get that mad to get back focused. As sad as that is, you know, as unfortunate as it is, but it's funny because I had watched a reading. Um, I had seen a title to a reading that was like, no, it was in a reading, and it was like your ancestors are allowing you to keep getting angry to keep you focused, and because they know how that energy worked for you, and I think that shit is wild, but I didn't really think it was gonna be presented to me. It is. It's a bitch been mad as hell for the past couple months, like, um, and like about just things not working out how I wanted to, or like, you know, especially in those moments where I was feeling like I needed an outlet and I didn't really have one, you know, that shit was messed up. I can't believe I just wiped my face with this. This low key dirty as hell. Um, I just told y'all to work out this shit. I can't believe that. The inside at least. But yeah, like, um, so there are gonna be some moments that you have, and it's gonna seem unfixable. You know, like you don't know how it could get any better, if it's gonna get any worse, or you feel trapped in yourself. Um, a moment where you feel like your self control is non-existent, and you're gonna be blessed to have someone come into your life to take it away without even having to touch it. You know, without even have to address whatever is going on. I'm so thankful for people like me and people that are lights and people that are positive energies. So thankful for people like that. And I always, I don't know how much y'all watch to my channel, you know, but I've talked about like it's very important to respect these people's space, anybody's, but people who particularly um, brighten the mood, no matter what the mood is. People who elevate the mood in a positive way. Um, it's important not to bombard them or like overwhelm them essentially with anything. Like, don't attach to them. Don't try to use them as a crutch to get through everything. Be thankful and enjoy. Like be thankful and enjoy the moments you have with them while you have them. And because people like that, they aren't always meant to be around um, forever or for long periods. Some people like that are just literally meant to make a brief positive, like impact, just to set you back on your path, uh, or to guide you back to it. So I think that was the highlight of my day. And then like I got my friends, so like it's funny because I'm trying to change my diet, but like y'all like these cravings be ridiculous. And one thing, like I'm not about to take on all these battles at once. So I got my friend that be giving me my snacks that I like, cause I don't know what it is. I don't even like spicy stuff, y'all. But I be fucking these little spicy bites. So um and I was thankful I could get my hug from somebody, cause I really be needing hugs, I don't know about nobody else. Like I be needing somebody to squeeze me and shit. And like, you know, it is what it is. Like get this shit off me. But I be needing my hugs and my love. So that's been important lately and I've been thankful to have that. Um I feel like everything in my life is exactly as it should be right now, no matter how happy or sad I am about it not being exactly what I want it to be. Um, so yeah, and I'm a pretty much wrap it up here because baby, I'm tired, and I'm about to enjoy my bath, which I'm so thankful for it because my tub big as hell. Yes, it can fit my whole body in it, like comfortably. Shit, I be in there with the water to my neck and shit. I be so happy, like yes. And y'all know I'm a water baby, so. But yeah, I definitely want to say, conquering anger is not easy, but more so than trying to conquer it, it's about what are you gonna do with it. How can you turn your anger into fuel that will do something positive for you? So like, if you don't work out and you be getting mad, go work out. Um, Go punch some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like go box. That's what I really miss doing. Wanna go boxing, and that'll cause you to get your breath work together. Um, like how can you utilize your anger when the peaceful tactics aren't working? Like meditating, journaling. When that shit start to sound like some bullshit. Like fuck this. Fuck this paper, fuck these pencils, fuck these pens, fuck all that shit. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, how I'm supposed to meditate and all I hear is the shit I don't want to hear right now? And the only thing that's on my mind is some shit that I can't get on my mind. Like, fuck that. And it's gonna be moments like that. Anger is one of the hardest things to deal with because it often leads you to want to do some things that you cannot do or that will have severe consequences, like severe negative consequences if you did do them. So it's important to learn like how to use your anger as a catalyst, you know, for you to get to a better space. So I definitely recommend working out because it'll tire you out. Constructively tear something up, go chop some wood. Like I know that sounds random, but like you know what I'm saying? Find you something to hit. I remember one of my friends was telling me like, um, one of my homegirls, she had told me how she would have these little pots like in her backyard, like plant pots or something like that. She would take her hammer, and she would get mad, and she would just go out there and break them. you know, like, and that would help her. And I'm like, that's what's up. Like, sometimes you do need to break some shit. I wouldn't recommend doing what the fuck I did, because the worst part about tearing some shit up, you gotta clean that shit up. And anger is something that I've always like. Um, Anger was like a big deal in my childhood. Like, I had like an immense amount of anger. Right, I would never forget. Like, my mom, had bought punching bags. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. 'Cause I had put a hole in the wall on accident. I used to be tearing shit up on accident, like, cause my strength would get the best of me, cause I was mad as hell. You know, like, and I will never forget. She was trying to show me something else to do. She like, rip up the paper. I ripped up all this paper. I was mad. Ripped up all the paper, and she made it thick. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard to tear through. But I was running through that shit. Y'all, when she told me to sweep up that shit, I almost lost all over again. So like, and that's very like on brand for the whole thing about making sure you wield your anger the right way, because you know what I mean? Like, if you just act off impulse in your anger, you know, whether it's binge drinking, binge indulging, whatever it is, fucking a bunch of hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it may be, are you going to be able to stomach, and are you going to be able to handle cleaning up your mess, which is more than likely going to be exponentially worse than when we was just upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mess you made, like, sometimes you can make a bigger mess out of shit just from being upset and acting off of that. And like, um anger is also a dangerous space to be in, you know, if you because if you binge, you're more than likely to get yourself sick, you know? Um, and you don't want to cost yourself your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to cost yourself you, because you can't get over whatever the scenario is at the time. And so, like, but yeah, this morning I was going through it, y'all. Mad I had no hair to pull. I'm telling y'all, I was going through it. That shit was wild. And like, out of nowhere, like, this happened right on time. You know, like, something happened that I didn't see coming, you know, that made everything better. And it wasn't something that I would have expected or even asked for, you know? Um, and it's crazy because I didn't even have to talk about what I was going through. That's the best part. Like, it just, it was like a fucking reset. So I was like very thankful for that. Um, where's Siri at? Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
what time it is?
It's 11:44 p.m.
And I gotta get ready to go, y'all, cause I gotta get up early in the morning and go to the gym. I'm really sticking to this shit with these 2 days, cause one thing I promise, one thing I said, every time you gonna see me, I'm gonna look better. Every time you see me, I'm gonna be in a better position, and I mean that shit. Like, um, I want to do any and everything to make sure I never feel how I had felt, like, ever again. Like, I want to do everything I can to empower myself. So even when I am faced with my past, like, that shit is nothing, and it ain't gonna have the same effect on me again. Um, so I definitely want to say, you know, like, I'm very proud of y'all. Um, Thank you to anybody who tuned into these sessions, like, whether it's for you or not. I hope it help y'all learn some things about what people may experience who are suffering with addictions or trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, break habits that they have, that may be detrimental to them and their well being. Um, Shout out to everybody that is trying every day to be a better version of themselves, a healthier version of themselves. Um, Shout out to everybody who like my videos, who tune in, who share it, and definitely be encouraged. And you know, like, even in your worst times, like, something can happen that will blow your mind and make you be thankful to be here, and that'll help you learn from your experience, you know, in a different perspective. So Um, Thank you for taking a moment of your time to understand the space of mine. And don't give up, Boo Gang. I'm proud of y'all. I will catch y'all tomorrow for tomorrow's episode, which I'm gonna try not to make so late because I don't get off as late. All right, have a good night.